Hello, everybody. It is 10 o'clock. We are here for the final hour of the 22-23 summer transfer window. It is obviously deadline day. Yeah, obviously, we will obviously go through the big. Oops, it's easy. We'll go through the big talking points. We'll obviously go through the big transfers as well. And obviously, the link is in the chat if anybody wants to come on and obviously talk about their transfer window. And I can already see that I have a special guest. So let me get him on very, very soon. Carl, good evening. How are you?
Even, mate. Could be better. Could be better the last day with all this drama has been going on, especially if you're a Leeds fan where you thought you're going to get the player you wanted, and then he somehow then wants to go to Nice. Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah, we'll obviously talk about that anyway. But what have you made the deadline day? I mean, it's been a bit. I would say it's been a bit slow, to be honest with you.
Very slow it has been. It's not like I've been like that for a long time where everything's been always quick. It's always been very quick, but it's very slow this season for some obvious reasons. I don't know why, but yeah, it surprised me actually.
Yeah, guys, let me know if Arthur Melo has been announced. I don't know. I've not seen anything.
That has been confirmed.
Has it been confirmed? Like what by Liverpool as well?
Yeah, it's been confirmed by Liverpool. So
been confirmed, right? So he's in the door anyway. Yeah, I did see as well that there potentially could be another one going. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're delighted to there we go. Delighted to confirm the loan signing of Arthur Melo. So yeah, definitely. Let's get through some comments because I have obviously seen there is a lot of you in here. Elevator and James seem to be having a bit of a discussion. Looks like Arsenal aren't getting Louise. That's interesting because another bid's gone in. With obviously like 57 minutes left of the window, can you see potentially Arthur Melo? Not Arthur Melo. Douglas Luiz going to Arsenal?
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. We'll see. I know Aston Villa's side Leonardo Donker from Wolves. That's supposed to be he's like not like for replacement, but it's a replacement. So we will see.
Yeah, it's announced on Sky. It's just been announced. Arthur's confirmed. Yes, as James says, hit the likes and subscribe. Absolutely. Hello, Jade. Hope you're good. Yes, we have got a midfielder. Let me know what your let me know what your thoughts are, especially because obviously I know that you're obviously a Juventus supporter as well. Anyway, good evening, Chris. Hope you're good. Welcome to Liverpool, Arthur Melo, as he has said. Good evening, Callum Robinson is blue. Nathan, the link is in the chat. If you want to come on and talk about Cardiff City, then please do, because Callum Robinson is a fantastic signing. Absolutely fantastic signing. Hello again, Nathan. You following me? I thought Douglas Luiz would be a good signing for Arsenal. They need a defensive midfielder, in my opinion. Yeah, obviously, guys, let me know about obviously Caicedo because there seems to be a little bit contrasting rumours about this. But we need to start with Nottingham Forest, right? What do you make of it, Carl? I mean, 23 signings that they've made.
They needed a lot of bodies after the last season, very much, and it surprised me they've got a lot. Will it mess up the team cohesion? Maybe a bit, or maybe it can go the other way and boost them. But they need to be better up front. And I know they're getting bashed away from Chelsea, maybe a loan deal, maybe the one that they need. So, and that's it. We're just happy to confirm that Arsenal's bid for Douglas Luiz was £25 million has been rejected by Aston Villa. That has just come through the ticker at the moment. So that has been confirmed. So the sources has confirmed.
With about 55 minutes to go, I think
Arsenal will go back for one more bid. I think they will bid to at least £30 million at least. I think that's what Arsenal will likely to do, and they won't be surprised if they can get this extended by the door. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. With that.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Nottingham Forest. I mean, it's not so much like the signings that they're making. It's like the names that they've been coming with. Like obviously, like I think Michy Batshuayi is a very very intriguing signing for me.
Yeah.
Didn't do very well where he has been anyway. Obviously, Crystal Palace, obviously Chelsea. I just don't think he's not had that good time with it recently. So maybe Forest might be the move that he could be there. Nathan says he'll be there soon, so fantastic. Nathan will be joining us. Hello, Maisie. Good one for you guys tonight. Jadon Sancho with the winner against against Leicester City. Anyway, Henry says just sort of crazy from Steve Cooper. Yep, this is indeed. Hello, Maze. Hello, Elevator and Escalator fan as well. I hope you're good. But Leeds, thoughts on your window?
It's been okay. We got the players that we needed. I think we're very disappointed with the striker, and I know Van Zijn just come up that Leeds said that Leeds have been screwed in the transfer window on the last day. The way, pretty much, yeah, he replied to a fan earlier on today on Twitter, and he talked about Bamba Dieng, was confirmed, everything was agreed, but somehow Nice coming with a 5-year deal, but a little bit less what Leeds was given. He got his head turned, and yeah, the agent didn't respond to the club, and yeah, we've been screwed on the last day, and then somehow we're leaving like Dan James go on loan. I know he's been out of favour with Jesse March a little bit, but I know he's got a World Cup year. But I thought he could have been stayed about, but because we have Luis Sinisterra, we've got Somerville, Greenwood, Harrison. It's kind of that, and Rodrigo. It's kind of we got the bodies, but we did need a striker, and that was a critical one. And I don't know who can get through the free agency at the moment, because that's another question we need to look at. Do we go through that? But I don't think we will do. But yeah, it's a bit surprising. Leeds have left this. Last minute. It was just before the game on Everton on Tuesday. Angus Kinnear confirmed that they were not going to do much business in the program. That was what was expected. Then things changed quite much when Rodrigo had with his shoulder injury. We don't know how long. We know he's not going to be out for that long. But that did say signs we needed strikers. I know Joffrey, he's still learning. I think that's, Ben Dieng would have been an impact sub to make a difference. There was a lot of people talked about him. He was going to be more of an impact sub to come on, but we're disappointed that. So I think Cody Gakpo for PSV, we were more than getting it than Southampton. Surprised that PSV are not going to keep it till January. I think he was supposed to sign a new deal as of yesterday. But I think Leeds will go back through January. But we could have got a striker in. And I thought we would have gone for someone like Berberton Diaz, who we're being linked with as well, too, actually, but he's going to stay at Blackburn now. So, I thought it would have been a good move for him to join, because he fits that mold. So,
yeah, I absolutely agree. Seamus has said, Forest have to stay up. They've invested a lot. It is a risk, but I think they'll be okay. Yeah, I think they should be all right as well. Deadline day final hours used to be so exciting 3 years ago. Not anymore. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about Man United's window, Maisie. I mean, obviously you've signed the players you needed to sign. Like obviously your Martinez, your Ericsson, Malacia, obviously Anthony, I think, has come in as well. But Martin Dubravka, that's a strange signing. Yes, I know he wanted to go and have a new challenge. Obviously, being in Newcastle and being Nick Pope's understudy, but to be David De Gea's understudy, and I know that Ten Hag wants a ball-playing goalkeeper, but Dubravka doesn't seem like a ball-playing goalkeeper with his feet. Well done tonight, Maisie. Big 3 points for you guys.
Memphis Depay has announced he's staying at Barcelona, so it looks like he might be on the registration list.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that has been confirmed. There was rumours that there was exit close, but he's now confirmed on Twitter about a few minutes ago that he is staying at Barcelona. So yeah.
Interesting. Man United ahead of Liverpool in 4th, LFC is 5th. Thank you, James. Could have played better. But the 3 points is what matters. Good evening, Philip Bidwell. Hope you're good, Philip. Now Liverpool has signed Melo on loan. How likely are we to get anyone else in? In my opinion, highly unlikely. Yeah, I think we're done, to be honest with you. I I think Caicedo is
We'll also
an
be confirmed
interesting
that
one.
I have got confirmed from Alex Cook from Talksport that Dan James to Fulham is now done. That is what we're hearing. So we should get confirmation from both the clubs as well. But Alex Cook from Talksport has confirmed that Dan James to Fulham on loan, on a season long, is now confirmed. It's now done. So
that seems a good move for me. I don't know what people think about that, but Dan James to. Oh, actually, we can ask someone who's obviously native to Dan James.
Native-ish, I'd say.
Because our Welsh contingent is here. Nathan, how are you, mate?
Evening, Doug. Evening, Dan. Long time no see, both of you. Hope you guys are doing well. And transfer deadline day has just got extremely exciting, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Tell me about Cardiff's window, because you guys have been incredibly busy.
Oh, absolutely. And boy, we need to. And in fact, I think we should sign even more, to be honest. So with... I can't even speak. I'm that excited. With Callum Robinson in now just been signed for £1.5 million. I'll get onto that in a moment because I have a few questions, but 17 signings, absolutely superb. It's just what we needed. Clear out the complete and utter deadwood who, well, I even said it all the time, were not fit to wear the shirt. They're all gone. Bring in a new load of fresh young players, free transfers, hungry, wanted to be at the club under a new manager, refreshing, new style of play. Really exciting times. We just need it to gel properly. In terms of Callum Robinson, it's what we've needed for so long because we've been creating so many chances, but we just have not been able to score anything at all. Like we get the service in the box, nothing in the final third, but Callum Robinson will bring that now. But the concern I have is where has that money come from all of a sudden? 1.5 million out of thin air. I have questions about that.
Yeah, I mean, Carl Robinson, he's not really had the best of luck, has he? I mean, he was obviously at Sheffield United, and then went to West Brom, and he's kind of found himself on the periphery at West Brom. I mean, Carl, I'll obviously ask you this: do you think a move to Cardiff will resurge his career a little bit?
I hope so. I hope so for the benefit for Cardiff, because I know Cardiff had a good, decent start, just lost a few games. I think this could help them. You know, if they're going to transfer the top half, then you need someone like himself, like Callum Robinson, to make that difference in that team now, because that's been the critical thing that Cardiff may have missed, just a lack of, up front to the final third, actually, a little bit this start of the season. So, no, I think this is what they needed. This is what Cardiff needed. So,
yeah, Seamus, I think he has signed. I'm not sure. I think he has passed medicals and all that.
He's passed his medical. Nothing confirmed yet at the moment, from what I'm hearing.
So
still plenty of time to go. It does, with that Billy Gilmore transfer, though, it does concern me a little bit, considering the way he was at Norwich. And I think maybe loan it into the Championship for a season, let him gel and bed in there properly. Maybe for even like a West Brom or Burnley or someone in the upper half of the Championship. Get that proper experience. But under Graham Potter, great with youngsters in a really good system as well. I think Gilmore will absolutely flourish in that.
Yeah, true. I agree as well. And I think when I spoke to a few Norwich fans as well, actually, Nathan, and they told me that they were very, very disappointed how Daniel Farke just threw him under the bus completely out of the first few games. And that was not his fault anyway, but because Chelsea, and everyone expected bigger Chelsea. I think Tuchel just thrown him under the bus since last season. It's just that the style of play just did not fit him. He was mainly on the bench, and you can see why it's frustrating. And a lot of people, and Doug knows, everyone still rates about it, thinking that the performance he had against England last year is not showing that same performance that we saw, and that's been disappointing. That's why he needed this to move to somewhere like Brighton. I think Brighton is a good move for him, and Graham Potter will get the best out of him as well.
I definitely think so. Lil Vivi, don't get my own team assigned to. I'm absolutely stunned that Tielemans has stayed.
I'm baffled with that one. I know Nathan will agree. I'm baffled because you're gonna let his contract run down, and you're gonna let him go for free. You're not gonna get no compensation. That surprised me how Arsenal had not gone for him. Who could be 25, 30 million pounds. I think Leicester would have got the money back quite well, and he would have slotted into the team quite easily.
To be fair with that one, it's difficult because I think it's the stubbornness from Leicester coming from there, the stubbornness of Brendan Rodgers in particular, because he just knows, right, we got to keep this guy, keep pushing, try it, get the transfer fees right up for it. But I'm hoping because it'll go up so high that we'll be able to keep him. But at the end of the day, he's not going to re-sign at Leicester with what's going on there at the moment, in particular if Brenda stays. But if, as you say, if he does run down his contract, then that's a 50-60 million pound loss there for where you could have easily got a really decent transfer fee for a quality player. And as we've seen with Leicester in the last few years, they get rid, they replace well. And they're not going to have that as good this time if they don't get the proper transfer fee from Tielemans.
Yeah, right. Well, how many of these have I seen? Willian to Fulham. I didn't see that one. Bellerin to Barcelona. Oh my gosh.
But signed a 1-year deal. So I also have terminate his contract as of today. So he's back at his club that way he came from the youth system. So he's on a 1-year deal. So I don't know if he has an option to extend for another season after that. But he is back at Barcelona. So I think at Barcelona, because Sergio Dest is now gone to AC Milan on loan. That's why I think now that he goes back, he fits in behind Sergio Roberto. I think both of those players will rotate during the matches during this course of the season for Barcelona.
Yeah, Nathan, what do you make of Forest suspending?
I don't know really, to be honest. Difficult one.
Yeah, just got some breaking news. So Everton have signed James Garner on a permanent deal. We'll get the confirmation of the length of the contract as well.
That's a good move.
Yeah, and also Southampton have signed Juan Larios from Man City with £6 million. Man City will have a sell-on clause and a buyback clause as well. With the big news that from Sky Sports, Douglas Luiz is not going to be leaving Aston Villa, so the player is not for sale. So yeah,
I think that was kind of the thing that's been sort of coming all day. And
also, breaking news as well.
Yeah, Douglas Luiz out contract as well, and next summer as well.
All right.
Yeah, Aston Villa rejected a deal from Arsenal for Douglas Luiz. He will be staying at Villa this year.
There we go. Big up Nathan says James.
Yeah. Thank you for Nkunku, James. He is superb.
Yes.
Yeah, Melo, the most underwhelming signing of the summer. It came out of absolutely nowhere, to be honest with you. It came out of absolutely nowhere. Does he go straight into the team against Everton? Probably not, in all honesty. But we'll obviously be see. I'm not too sure. Is Melo will be a great signing for us, to be honest. Flop in Serie A and La Liga, and now he's in the hardest league in the world, and he's Jesus Christ, injury.
He wasn't that bad at Barcelona because he had a system that he played, but when he's gone to Juventus, that has been his struggle, man. He really has been struggling, for quite honestly. Yeah. Brendan Rodgers has come out just saying this. It looks like he's trying to criticize the Leicester ownership. He said
really?
Yeah, he said with the greatest respect, we have not had the help in the transfer market that this team needed. He's just said that in his after the game, actually. So
he's walking headfirst into a sacking there.
I think,
that sounds like there's another sacking coming in the next couple of days because this has happened with Scott Parker, and now this has happened with Brendan Rodgers. So this could happen, So
hello to Scott Blankley. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you are well, my friend. Anybody want Rodgers? No, thank you. Definitely.
There we go. James Garner has been formally announced at Everton.
Yeah.
Forest have made 18 signings, Nathan.
I believe it's 22 now, actually.
I think it's 22. Guys, please like this stream, share, and subscribe
to be fair.
To this channel. What's this? Okay, but I'm on stream. So yeah, thank you for giving me a view at least. Nicola, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're good, my friend. Bournemouth need a new manager. Scott, he ain't going to Bournemouth anyway. We're about to go into game week 6, and we still haven't released our third kit. I know, especially with the Champions League coming up as well. Gilmer would fit into Brighton's style of play. Great move for him. Yeah, especially playing in like a midfield with Pascal Gross and Moises Caicedo. Obviously, if Caicedo stays as well. But
Caicedo will stay.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I
so
wonder
Brendan Rodgers has confirmed that quote in that post-match interview with BT Sport. So he has said that. So that, this is,
I wonder if Chris from Leicester Till I Dies in here, because I'm here to tell him how does it feel being bottom of the league. Hello, Daisy.
I've just got some big news coming from France, actually. Bamba Dieng has failed his Nice medical. There's been reports of that. This karma was coming for quite a while, thinking, I bet something's going to happen with these. And I knew this sort of, so there's rumors going on at the moment that he has failed his medical at Nice.
Wow. Douglas, because I see Tielemans is getting an agreement with the likes of Real Madrid in January. Yeah, I think so. Very good signing. Very, very good signing for Everton. Idrissa Gana Gueye, he will improve their midfield no ends.
He was misused. He'll carry it. When he left, he was misused, and I'm glad he fills that gap again. Actually, so
yeah, James Garner has signed for Everton, just been announced. Oops, Daisy, hello. Very haphazard, like throwing shit at a wall and hoping some will stick in terms of Forest's dealings this window. Mr. Kyle, if you are free, then you can come on and have your say about Manchester United's window, if you want to. Ronaldo has 43 minutes to find Champions League football, or else he will be playing Europa League football. And then the second half of the season, UEFA Conference League, because United will be third. Wishful thinking, isn't it? Wishful thinking. Sport Cat, who do you guys think had the best transfer window
in the Premier League? Okay, interesting.
For me, it's probably Arsenal, followed by Manchester City.
Yeah, I'm going to go in the same list as you with that, though. I think Arsenal, Man City. I have to admit, they're the only two teams I think they're very good. The other teams like Leeds have invested well enough with the players that getting in, but Leeds and Man City, Arsenal, Man City, in the top two. I think they've really invested well. I think the teams that have not done well, I'm going to say Chelsea. On the other hand, I think they have. I think Todd Bowley's going like Mr. Football Manager.
Guys, I have something interesting about Moises Caicedo. Liverpool FC have submitted a deal sheet for Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder Moises Caicedo to the Premier League. It is also believed that Naby Keita will move in the other direction.
Wow.
So if Liverpool can get that done, then Caicedo is going to Liverpool on a permanent, and Naby Keita could be going the other way on loan. So there we go.
That'd be a great move for Brighton.
Yeah, that'd be a great move. Man United had the opportunity to sign Caicedo if they saw him a few years ago. Yes, he would have been cheap, but they would have done. Now Liverpool's getting him. I think that's a very good move, actually, for a player that's so well this season. It just shows that Liverpool are looking at the right transfers, So
obviously just need to wait and see. But I think they can actually get paperwork in. I think even after 11 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, you get paperwork in before, and they approve the extension for at least till 1 o'clock in the morning. That is good.
Yeah.
That enough. So.
Daisy, I'll be honest. Some of the signings Barcelona made this summer, you just have to basically look into a mirror and say, what? Because some of those signings are just mad. Very, very mad. George, I know you're ahead of us in the table. I know you're ahead of us. Also, just to say that Carvalho needs to be used a lot more by Klopp, especially over Elliott.
Really?
Interest. I would actually play both of them in midfield against Everton, to be honest with you.
I would as well too, actually, with that one. Really. Nathan, can I ask you about Dan James? He's going to go to Fulham on loan. Do you think he's been? Do you think for come through as a Leeds fan? Do you think he's not being trusted by Jesse March, and he's going to a team that he's going to get more game time for the World Cup because this is a big year for him?
It's a really hard one to judge. Really, if you look at the way he came through the ranks at Swansea really, really quickly, straight into the first team, and then of course, you guys tried to sign him the first time until we all know.
We had him in the building, and then Swansea
doing their dirty dealings and completely rejecting the deal on the phone at the last minute. Then obviously goes to Man United. That was for me, the first two of Jan James's first moves were really rushed through as well, without actually scouting him properly. They just saw, really rapid winger in the Championship. Let's just sign him for £20 million. Man United, he saw it just didn't work out with the end product for him. Comes to Leeds, I don't know really, because the way you strengthened moving forward is just absolutely superb. And it adds a lot more star quality with Rafinha's, Rodrigo's, and like a style with Dan James. Whereas at Fulham, even then when you go to him with their star power as well, Bobby Decker over Reed, Mitrovic, just Harry Wilson to allude to, I don't see how it's going to fit. But whether it will get more game time, I'm not sure. Could benefit him, but at the same time, I'm concerned it could be a complete disaster. But the more game time he gets to the World Cup, the better, personally.
Absolutely. This is what I just found out. I've just got something here about Arthur Melo. So Dave Augusty Ockett, who's actually verified, he's following him on Instagram. He has confirmed Liverpool do have a buy option for Arthur Melo for around about €37.5 million. So that's around about 33 million pounds, something like that. That is interesting. And that it has been confirmed that Baba Dieng has failed his medical. This is another Michael Cossains saga that we had a few years ago where we tried to get him from Bayern Munich and he really get, it's another one of the saga. So
Connor, I've just seen your comment, Connor. The link is in the chat if you want to come on and have your say as well. Obviously, let me know. Arsenal, Man City for me have had the best window.
I'm going to throw a spanner in the works here. Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham has done well too. Yeah,
really good.
Really good.
One of the first 18 weekend signings. Yeah, that's very, very true. I think Arsenal will start wilting soon. Hopefully, at the weekend we beat them. Yeah, that's going to be a cracking game, that one. Arsenal, in my opinion, City second.
Yeah.
Wow, that is interesting news. Absolute robbery, that is. I think that's about, obviously, Keita. That is massive for Liverpool. Yeah, whether I get it done is another matter. John, the link's in the description of the video, mate. So obviously go and check the description and you can get the link there. We should have given them Scott for Caicedo. Yeah, definitely. If that deal happens, we get rid of Keita. That's the move of the window. Yeah, 100%. Well, that's great news. Well, we'll wait and see. We will wait and see. Well, that would be wonderful news if we can do it. I'm still not sure how Barca balanced their player and wage books. To be honest, I don't know either. I don't know that either. To be honest with you, George,
it's complicated. You're talking to someone like me who's been in the financial services sector, so it's complicated the way they have done this. I'll try to. I will put later life make it later at some point later this season, make it simpler. But they just decided to sell the media rights, which was part of their company. So it just make the other company sell the TV rights, which I still think they're gonna get like European Super League money at the moment. But I just don't see it. Yeah, Barcelona's taking a risk gamble. So it depends if they can get the stadium. Well, they are gonna get the stadium rebuilt, and if they can get that all paid off to get the revenue in, then fair enough. But yeah, I do worry for Barcelona.
I feel like Chelsea for the decent window. To be honest,
I don't know really.
I'm not sure.
I've questioned the way Chelsea have done their business
because if you think about the signings that Chelsea have made, Zakaria on loan, I don't think he's caught out for the Premier League. Aubameyang is a hit and miss signing for me because he will go in a spell where he scores goals, and there will be a spell that he basically goes missing and then sort of downs tools a little bit.
I don't think he would. I remember. I don't think he would, especially under Tuchel, because when he was at Dortmund with him, he scored about over 75, 77 goals in that period when Tuchel was in charge. So I think he'll get the benefit of that because Chelsea needed a number 9, but who are they going to find? I know the Lukaku and Werner situation. I think it was the Lukaku one. It was both the parties for both Tuchel and Lukaku's fault. They should have done more with his style of play. But and then again, with Werner, he's more better on the wings. So you can't play him as a number 9.
Yeah, they consider having that. Go for it, sorry.
Evening, John.
Big up, guys. Big
How
up.
are you?
Yeah.
Pleasure to be on. Caicedo, Liverpool looks as if it's going to be happening.
Looks like it. Looks like it. I mean, if that happens, then wow. From what a bad window looks like, it looks like to be quite a decent window. In fact, Elevator and Escalator fan has just said that Arsenal's pursuit of Luiz is over.
Yeah, just got some news coming from Newcastle. Federico Fernandez has now departed Newcastle. He's joined Elche back. So he's gone. Yes, he's gone to Spain. He's joined Elche. So that's just been confirmed as well on Sky
Is that
Sports. So,
permanent or loan?
permanent deal. Yep, it's a permanent deal. So
Yeah, nearly half an hour to go. I'm happy with the signings today, but I'm very worried that a striker is very unlikely to happen. Fans are kicking off on Twitter big time, says James. George Kyle, Dan James has moved to Fulham on loan.
yeah, that is good. Yeah.
Two former United players at Fulham now, Andres Pereira and Dan James. Anthony's just said Arteta didn't have a plan B, wasted all that time in Douglas Luiz, and Villa kept telling him he is not for sale.
I don't think he wasted the time. I think he had multiple options. He was looking at. He didn't think Tielemans. I think he's going to wait for Tielemans probably by January or next summer. I think he's going to wait for that one carefully. I think Arteta has a plan, and a lot of people have been questioned about it over the last couple of years. Do he have a plan? I think he has a plan that he knows who he wants to bring in. So I wouldn't worry about if he gets Tielemans or Pedro Neto because they've been talked about. I think Arteta's got a plan. I don't think he's midfield. Yes, Partey's had his injuries since he came to Arsenal, and it's been the same injuries he's had. But as I said, at the moment, I think Arsenal looks okay at the moment. With the stuff in the defense midfield needs to improve. But I think if they can get to January with it being in the top four at the time, I think they will be okay, and I think they can get they'll get a Tielemans or Luiz around then.
Interesting indeed. I'm just trying to find out if there's any more news on Caicedo, but it seems to be very quiet at the moment.
Yeah,
John,
very quiet.
From what I'm seeing at the minute, it looks as if Liverpool have been granted permission to extend to try and get a deal over the line.
they're trying to get a deal over the line.
Yeah.
Looks like he's trying to get the paperwork in before the 11th.
Looks like they're trying to get the paperwork. Oh my days!
I have some breaking news as well. I'm not sure if this, if there's any Tottenham fans in here, but this is one to listen to from the past. Jan Vertonghen is set to sign for Anderlecht on a free transfer.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
How the mighty have fallen there.
Absolutely.
James has asked a very good question. Sorry, the comments are kind of a little bit slow, but I am obviously reading your comments off here. James has asked, which signing for you guys has shocked you the most this summer?
Ooh.
I think I know mine.
Martin Dubravka to Manchester United. I'm amazed that's happened. Especially the fact that Newcastle and Manchester United hate each other.
Yeah, I'm going to say William for Fulham, actually.
William.
Yeah.
Nathan?
I'm going to throw quite a random one out here. The only reason this is, I mean, a lot of us could have seen it a few months back, obviously, but going back to last season, didn't think this was going to happen ever. Raheem Sterling to Chelsea.
That's a good shout, actually. John, is there any transfer that's really surprised you or taken you aback?
Aubameyang to Chelsea?
Yeah.
That's a good shout, actually.
That doesn't make sense to me.
No, I absolutely. I think we've had a very good window in terms of what players we've got in, but of course we've spent way too much on them. Guess who that is, George. Really, for the amount we spent, we could have gotten another couple of players with smarter timekeeping. Daisy saying to James, Lewa to Barca and Holland to Man City. Not sure Aubameyang to Chelsea. Not convinced that will work out well. Nope, I'm not sure either, to be honest with you. Federico Fernandez. A Cherby to Inter, says Nicola.
I just heard some more breaking news as well. I'm not sure how accurate this is, but Bamba Dieng the deal has fallen through.
Yeah, that has confirmed. Fabrizio Romano has come out of that. I just put out a GIF out saying Karma's come because there were rumors. We just heard Phil Hay came out of it from our least point of that. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that, and also Sky has. It's not a surprise. We knew something was not right with this deal, Nathan, early today when we heard Nice, because he was at a private agent in Nice trying to fight to us, and then Nice comes in like, "Oh, we want to sign you," and then all of a sudden, Karma's come back to him that you failed your medical. So you know what?
George is saying Arteta. George is saying Arteta wanted the FIFA cheat code and scoring corners with Louise. Did he score directly from a corner again against Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh!
I've just seen another one actually. This is an eyebrow raiser if you're a Championship fan. Adam Reach is in talks with Wigan Athletic over a loan deal. That really does surprise me.
Adam Reach where's he again?
He's at West Brom now. Signed from Sheffield Wednesday after they got relegated. That shocks me. That does.
How the tables have turned. My local team, Carlisle, have already done their business early and haven't taken away on deadline day. Well, Liverpool busy on deadline day for once in a while. Yeah, exactly. In my opinion, of all midfielders we could have gone for Bellingham or Barella. We get Arthur Melo. Yeah. Just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Vertonghen, when he was in his prime, was superb. Andres Pereira, and it's not even close. This is George. 27 minutes left, and we still haven't announced Aubameyang and Zacharias as Spurcat 1.
I think so. I've been hearing that one. That deal will be announced after 11 o'clock. It's still there's only minor issues, but there's nothing major for what I'm hearing. So the Aubameyang deal will still go ahead no matter what. It should be fine. I think covered.
Rennie, good evening. Hope you're good. Obviously, apologies about the result tonight to Leicester. Apparently, he gave it a really good goal, though, against Manchester United. Because anyone who's seen his career knows he was supposed to never leave. He's a player who went on loans for years and years and years. I think that's about Pereira. Gary Richardson, hello, Tally Ho Hall. If Liverpool pull this off, it will be the best business this summer. Philip Bidwell says there was no chance of us getting Bellingham this summer, but I agree with you about Barella. Fabrizio Tappin mentioned Romano. Barella is a very interesting player. Nicola is saying hands off or don't touch Barella. Chris Lowell, 2 goals from corners for Douglas Luiz. Wow, jeez, that is very, very interesting. George Cal, he's not leaving Inter at all. Barella would be a superb signing for any Premier League club. One transfer that surprised me is Cucurella to Chelsea. Manchester City really wanted to sign him, but Chelsea out of nowhere signed him up. So in terms of obviously Championship clubs, Nathan, who's had the best window of the Championship?
Am I allowed to be biased here?
You can be biased, or you can.
I really do think it's got to be us or Watford. You know, just with the amount of signings we've made and the turnaround from last season, I think it's us, to be honest. And what was I going to say then? Just looking from, just seeing an important Championship thing. Actually, this is a good one for you, Carl. Cody Drama. What's your stance on that? And if he should stay at Leeds, or where he should be going on loan, or what do you reckon?
Yeah, this has been complicated because there was since before Bielsa got sacked, there was issues about his development, and when we loaned him to you guys, we saw he did really well. You know, brilliant. And then Jesse March thought about I really want to keep him because we did, we thought, and then Ferber got injured. We thought it would be suitable for that just to cover, but we was going to look for a left back at the time. I think it was one of the players from the US who plays for Philadelphia Union. That's not happening now. So I think Cody is going to be probably stay with us. I think because we need to cover anyway. We do need to cover. He is a good player. He just needs a bit more chance, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like I said, it was an issue with Bielsa in the same situation again. Can he develop himself with Leeds now under Justin Marsh with the system? Maybe hope for 50-50. It's a tough one, but we need to give these youngsters a try. If we've done that well with Archie Gray, who's now turned 16 got his GCSEs already quite well, if we give him a go, we should give Cody a go because Cody deserves a chance in that team at the moment.
Hoggy Boy 1967 is asking Celtic signed a Danish midfielder. I'm guessing you mean Oliver Abildgaard. I'm trying to find actually if they have or not.
I'm checking as well. Nothing I'm hearing at the moment.
John, you've got something to say?
Yeah, I've got some breaking news as well.
The deal for the Brighton midfielder looks in doubt to go through in time.
Right.
More likely to be January.
Wow.
January. Okay.
Yeah, so
time, the permission has been granted. So
Right.
there is no time for it to go through. It's whether they get the paperwork done in time with the extension.
Right.
It's looking unlikely, but there is still time.
Yeah, I have some breaking news as well from the Championship, and just and this is coming away from being biased. This is some Swansea news. Ryan Bennett has mutually agreed to terminate his contract, meaning he will be a free agent before the deadline. That will be a good one to pick up for lower end Championship clubs, your Wigans, your Birminghams. Really great shout that, providing they can keep his wages down. But yeah, very interesting news coming out of Swansea there.
Yeah, I got some news from Hibs as well. The move for Hibs are close to the signing of Swindon forward Harry McCurdy. It thought the deal looked like it was falling through, but both clubs working out to filter the transfer. Also, Will Fish, the Man United defender, will join Hibs on a season-long loan. I also been hearing from my club, other club of Hearts, they're not going to sign any players in this transfer window. They will look more into the free agent market after tomorrow. So I know Mighty Hearts with Liam Boyce injured again for at least another 9 months. I don't think he can get another long-term contract with us now. I think now Hearts will look at more the free agent market after tomorrow. Robbie Nielsen business was done earlier today.
Yeah, James has said Burnley are the winners for the best announcement videos for signings. They've been brilliant this summer.
Yeah, then Sheffield United, very, very good windows, I've got to say as well. For me, they're both going to be minimum top 6. However, Burnley, I think we've got to give them another season in a way because it's just something completely different being implemented there. And Company, I think, is going to do a great job in the end.
I used to watch that, to be honest. I used to watch Arthur. I used to watch that. Olivia Nelson fan says winners for signing that Harry Potter character from Wolfsburg. Very course. Justin Billy Gilmore will be a Brighton player. Oh, Chris. Oh dear. What's Arthur Mello's favourite thing to eat? Marshmallow.
Oh.
Dearie me. Dearie.
So that's worse than your jokes, Doug.
Yeah, to be honest, it is. It is indeed. Let me just check because obviously we're very, very close to the end of the window anyway. Oh wow, Valladolid have signed Kennedy from Chelsea.
That's good to get rid of the that is Deadwood right there from Chelsea, isn't it? That's a good signing for Valladolid.
Bamba Dieng, there we go. James Garner is now Everton player on a permanent deal for Manchester United. No buyback clause, which is quite surprising.
No, there isn't. I don't think he will. I don't think he will go back to Manchester United. I think in the way they treated him, not giving a chance to show his talents, what he did at Nottingham Forest last season. Eric Ten Hag was very ruthless. I thought he could play under your system, if you gave him a chance. But yeah, that I think Everton's got a huge gain on him to get him. I know Leeds were interested in him as well, but I think he was more suitable for Everton because they needed that to improve their midfield front three.
Yeah, definitely, and it's going to be very, very interesting last couple of minutes anyway. But the deadline is obviously counting down, but they still have until 12 in Scotland. I mean, John, obviously as a Rangers sort of fan, are you a little bit concerned that you're not making any signings today?
100%. We need to strengthen. So we'll do. Maybe a bit controversial, but I would have sold Morelos. I would have.
Breaking news.
And brought another maybe 2 players in.
Yeah. Nathan?
He's too hard-headed. He cannot keep getting red. Every season, how many red cards seasons he get? 5, 6 records.
Yeah.
You can't rely on him. He's an absolute disgrace.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
So this one from Fabrizio Romano. I'm not sure if anyone else has seen it, but Dan James has completed his medical at Fulham. Announcement is imminent, and also after the Dieng saga as well, Leeds will be attempting to bring someone else in the last few minutes before the window slams shut.
We don't know. I was hearing rumors that see one of the fellows said the player has come. I said we don't know which player it is, so we'll have to wait and see. It's not Cody. Cody's not going to come back. Not going to leave Eindhoven at the moment, so it's a bit last minute. So
no, I can't see that.
It's going to be very tough to do something at 15.
Yeah, we've got 15 minutes until 11 o'clock deadline. So we're getting very, very close there.
John,
Nicholas,
I was going to ask John. You worry about Merle. Merle's had the opportunity to leave the last few seasons. Are you surprised that his value has just gone so low now that you're not sold him at the right time to get the figure, the money back from him, what you bought from him to reinvest in the Rangers squad?
Well, I'm surprised his values dropped so low because he is a proven goal scorer. No one can take it away from him. He is a top goal scorer. The only problem with Morelos is discipline. He is not disciplined enough to be able to. If he's like I have to say, it's like Nunez. The last time he get the red card, he get pushing back and he goes out and he headbutts someone. All you have to do is fucking poke him and he's swinging arm at you.
I know. And this is the thing.
Absolutely shocking.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that. I just, first when I saw him and be seen him as a Hearts fan, I'm just like, he's a really one hell of a player, but he's just disciplined, and his discipline is going to cost him like a big move. It cost him to move to Sevilla. It's cost him to move to other European clubs. Where else he's going to go?
Well,
and that's what I think.
He was linked. Surprising. I don't know how well people have heard of the links. He was linked last summer with the likes of Tottenham. And apparently the reason Tottenham didn't go ahead with the deal was because of his discipline. So he cost himself a big move.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, before I go, guys, because we're going to skip off in a minute, if that's all right, I've got two more bits of breaking news. One is from Swansea again. Yes, I know. Finn Stevens has signed on loan from Brentford. That's a right wing back, which is what they've been banging on down west about for months, saying that they need something down there. So basically, their business is done for the day. Pro and Obafemi will be staying at the club. And then as for Cardiff City, we'll no longer be pursuing a deal for Theo Walcott and our business.
See, that was going to ask you because that news came to Spark and I thought, wow, okay, kind of serious in this, but
Theo Walcott.
Yeah, I saw it earlier and I was really shocked about it, considering that we are jam packed now on the wings. O'Dowd's, your Ojo's, your Philogines. Yeah.
Aye.
Adding Theo Walcott, that really
that's a very, very strange one. Yeah, Theo Walcott. That is very, very strange.
Yeah, that has now fallen through, and that does conclude our business. Which 17 signings, very, very good. And with our loan slots, it looks like we are going to save until January and try out with what we've got now and keep with Philogene and Nkunku on loan for the time being.
Fulham have signed Carlos Vinicius.
Yeah, the former Spurs player who was on loan Spurs 2 seasons ago has signed for just around about £4.25 million. So yeah,
that's a very, very interesting one. Anyway, but Chris, don't do this to me. Caicedo's Wikipedia says current team Liverpool.
So Terry Flores have said that Arsenal still pushing the bid for Douglas Luiz to Arsenal.
Literally just check that. It does.
Right.
Oh my god!
So what I'm hearing, the rumors is this is what I've been hearing from some Leeds fans. The player of the rumor that Leeds are looking aside is Berberton Diaz. That is what I'm hearing right now.
Berberton Diaz.
Yeah, it's according to TalkSport. That is what I am hearing at the moment. Who the player Leeds are trying to sign? It's Berberton Diaz.
Interesting.
This could be a very long night for us.
It could well be. Daisy says Chelsea are in talks with Aston Villa for Leon Bailey. I can't see that.
No,
With 10 minutes to go.
Bit of a strange side in that one.
Yeah,
That'll be
it
a
would
very strange signing. Any of our players will get a piecing from your players, Henry. Liverpool won't have to get out of first gear on Saturday. We struggled to get goals, and the lack of quality is shocking. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Sorry, 10 minutes, yeah, definitely. Lamps for the sack, James. You guys should be protesting. Yeah. I want to ask you all. I'm going to basically give you one team and basically tell me who you're like. Tell me what you think about their window. So, Carl, I'll start with you. Man United.
Really disappointed with the certain names they were trying to get over the summer. Very much really bad of process. Trying to get De Jong from Barcelona, which was never going to happen. They spent a lot of money on Casemiro, who is not your long-term prospect. He's a short-term. Should have got rid of Ronaldo. And, yeah, we'll see. Anthony, a lot of money. You could have got him for at least, I think Man United were linked to it 2 years ago, could have got him for at least under 20 million euros. They paid 100 million euros for him now, 2 years later. It just shows there's no one who's really in charge of who's trying to buy the players when, So, yeah, disappointed for Manchester United in my end, but I'm not there. You know me, I hate Man United. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Nathan, Chelsea.
Hit and miss, really. I feel like, we say it with Chelsea every year, they splash out on these really expensive players. I mean, you're burning on Lukaku, you've had it on Timo Werner, and they just completely flop. The Sterling deal, I don't know whether he's going to come good or not, but I think it's just a bit meh. And then there's sort of a void still filled at top. I'm not sure if they're going to Aubameyang is going to work. I don't think his attitude is right for the club. I think he's going to clash a lot, in particular with Thomas Tuchel. But yeah, I feel like Aubameyang is going to be swiftly phased out, and I could even maybe see him leaving in January, knocking on further next summer. It's not going to be a long-term deal at all. And they're going to have a Havertz as a false nine for, I think, for most of the season, to be honest. And I'm going to say about a 5 or a 6 with Thomas Tuchel being sacked at the end of the season. They're not making Champions League.
Interesting. I'll ask John in a wee second. But Barcelona kept either stealing Chelsea players or players that Chelsea were linked with. Yeah, that is pretty much very true. So obviously James and obviously in the comments, who do you want Everton to sign striker wise? Because if I'm being honest, I can't really see many options that are out there, really. I can't even think of any, Carl. I don't know.
They were linked with Everton Diaz. That was the main target they were trying to get, and I think Fulham was more involved. Excuse me, but Everton was trying to press hard for Everton Diaz. I think there was close agreement, but as I say, it's not going to happen. But let's see what happens with Leeds if they do get him tonight. If this is decided, if this is going to be Everton Diaz tonight, what I'm hearing of social media, then that is probably the striker that would be needed since the start of the summer, because these names been mentioned many times along the media. So let's see what happens with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The thing is, I don't really know if Brereton Diaz, because I think he does need a little bit more experience in the Championship. But either way, wherever he does go, I believe Blackburn are going to be wanting 15-20 million at least for him, which could be a little bit of an over-evaluation. But at the end of the day, from the services that he provides to that team, of course, he's the main one in the engine room that gets the goals and has got them all the victories last season ever since Bradley Dax had his shocking injury record. But I don't know, because it has to be the right club for him, I think. And if he goes to Everton, I think he could be a big flop.
Elevated. I'm not believing that for a 1 minute. Ronaldo to Dortmund, not a chance.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Definitely not happening. Ronaldo needs to return to one once. Well, the thing is, Ronaldo is now going to be known as Europa League Ronaldo. Soon. But yeah, I think obviously we have five minutes left. 5 minutes left of the deadline. Obviously another hour for the deadline, and obviously Scotland as well. But obviously, clubs can still get the paperwork in.
We just got some confirmation that Jan Beninac has arrived at Aston Villa. He is now signed on a season-long loan. That is just confirmed by Aston Villa. So
that's a strange one. Beninac. That's a very strange one, that.
Yeah, I know he was being confirmed because I know the Diego Carlos. I know West Ham were linked with him early on today, but they couldn't get the deal was off. So
James has just said Andre Gomez has joined Lille on a season-long loan from Everton.
That's a good move for Andre Gomez, actually.
I think it will redeem his career there as well. I think it's a really good move with that one.
I think so. But we obviously have 4 minutes left. I'm just going to go into BBC, see if there's anything up there. But I highly doubt it. But it's been a very disappointing window for Leicester, hasn't it?
Hugely. Huge. Really huge.
Probably the most disappointing under their entire regime, to be honest. Even more than when they first went up. And that one under, what was it, Craig Shakespeare, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
That season, just really bad for them.
Matt's in Scotland. Oh, Matt, where are you, mate? I didn't realise you were in Scotland. You should have. It just depends. Obviously, depends when you are. Birmingham City have signed Manchester United midfielder Tahith Chong for about 1.5 million.
Where have they got that money from? That's what I want to know as well.
That's what we are. Yeah.
For me, with Chong, I think that's going to be a one-season deal, especially because I know it's going to happen when Birmingham do get relegated this year. He's not going to want to be in League One, and I can probably see him going to someone like a Preston or a Burnley next season.
Yeah. Leander Dendoncker, we've obviously missed this. He has joined Aston Villa for 13 million from Wolves, which is a very interesting one.
Good utility player. I think especially Wolves are not using him as much. So, especially they're going with Nunes, Neves, and Martinho. I think his chances were very limited.
Martin Braithwaite has joined Espanyol after terminating his contract with Barcelona.
Do you know what? Braithwaite is making a lot of money outside his business ventures. He's making more money than he made at Barcelona.
Yeah, he certainly is. 2 minutes, people. 2 minutes until the deadline. Obviously, it's Big Ben, isn't it? It's Big Ben that obviously ticks down. Anyway, but it's gonna. I mean, what has everyone thought of the window anyway? Have they been? Has it been a good window anyway?
I'd say so. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's been as active as last season's, but it's certainly been quite impressive. But I think we're going to have this for the next couple of windows, obviously from the COVID fallout, and in particular with lower Premiership and Championship. Clubs aren't going to be spending as much money now, and they're going to be looking for free transfers, end of contracts, and slightly more unique deals with trades, sort of like they do in America. And I don't think the window is going to pick up like it used to be, where clubs are just spending ridiculous amounts across the board for a couple of years yet.
I agree with that as well. With that said, Keith Downey for Sky Sports has said that Beba Dieng was pushed on Newcastle's radar the last two transfer deadline days, But so he was linked to Newcastle as well as O's the last two. But the transfer, I agree with what Nathan said. It is a good point. It has been slow. The transfer deadline day, been very slow. But this transfer is very interesting. I think clubs in Europe cannot compete with the English clubs now, and that's going to be a struggle. And they're realizing how the Premier League got money because they've had to do well with television rights. So it's not a surprise at all.
And we're done. That's it.
There we go.
Hey Google, turn the light on. See light goes off.
There we go. And that is all over for another couple of months.
So we literally just wait and see if there's any more deals that are obviously going to go through.
Just got news from Spain. Fabrizio Romero has confirmed that Justin Kluivert has joined Valencia on a loan deal with a £15 million 50 million euro buy option. I know he failed his work permit. His work permit was rejected to move to Fulham. So yeah, that has now been
It's a
confirmed.
good backup route move.
Do you know who manages Valencia?
Gattuso.
I know. That's a strange move, that one. But good for him. It's a shame that Fulham didn't get that over the line, but because obviously work permits issue, for sure.
Yeah,
there we go as well. Breaking news: Hector Bellerin has been formally announced at Barcelona, free transfer. Crazy move that is.
Some of the signings that they've made are just very strange.
Anyway, that's all right, guys. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, no worries. Take care.
It's been amazing tonight. See you later.
Cheers. John, you okay?
Aubameyang still has not been announced for Chelsea yet.
No, so I think there's gonna be. I think that they'll have done the process, the paperwork. If they have posted the paperwork already, it's just a few minor details they need to do. I think that transfer will still go through without any issue as well. So yeah, but I think if they submitted the sheet, the deal sheet before the deadline, that is still good for Chelsea to get it through. So it looks like they might have submitted it just on time, but we will get confirmation something about that soon.
Right, so, Doug, are we still clutching hope here that something may come through last minute? Or are we done?
I would say we're done. I don't know if someone's just tweeted, was Caicedo just a bit bored then or what? Probably was. I'm going to be honest. I think we're done. I think try and get Caicedo in for January at least, hopefully, or maybe go back for him in the summer. But if we are to get anything else done, I think we'd have to get paperwork in by then. And
good news from Billy Gilmore's to Brighton, the deal has now completed. We're hearing some rumors going out that's unconfirmed sources that it has now been completed. So we should get confirmation from Brighton that they have signed Billy Gilmore, put on a permanent deal, but that has now looked like it's gone through.
That's a great signing. That's an absolutely fantastic.
You want to give me some good news?
Yeah. So yeah. I've been hearing from Graham Smith, who's one of the Leeds United Yorkshire Evening Post. He has said that Sky Sport Italy say Leeds United have been working on a deal for Willy Gonto from FC Zurich. He was the part of the team that knocked out Hearts in the two-legged playoffs. So we're still waiting to hear that if it's going to be him or Berberton Diaz. It's one of those two players now. It looks like it's one of those two players now, Douglas. So if it's Willy Gonto, that's what I've been hearing from Football Italia. It might be him than Berberton Diaz. So that will be interesting, that one.
Willy Gonto, I've never heard of him.
He's a very future. He's got a few. He's one of the players of Italy on the national team and as well as under age. He's very good up front. He's got a lot of potential, and he's in his last season contract at FC Zurich. So I think Zurich are not going to extend his contract. So we're waiting to see about that one. But that sounds like what I have been hearing on now with this the last few minutes.
Yeah, Arthur Mello has just tweeted, very proud to join this incredible club. I'm ready at LFC.
We have got confirmation for Fabrizio Romero. Leeds are set to sign Willy Gonto. It's a deal almost done. Wait for work permit, and this will be the final signing. The Italian has agreed personal terms. Leeds. This is the player that Leeds have been saying. So,
oh well, there you go. There we go. Yeah, we also needed a lot more than 3 players. Absolutely. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to probably accept defeat at the thing. That Caicedo, I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. But I mean, 4 signings, John, is that enough to go into January?
The way we're playing at the minute, I really don't know, to be honest with you. I really do not know. If you look at our squad and our injury crisis at the minute, yes, we have players coming back. But if you look at them players that are coming back, them players are also going to get injured again, more likely very soon.
Yeah.
If you look at their history, they will get injured. So
Yeah.
do we really have that definite squad to go forward and challenge for a league title? Personally, I don't think we do. Do we have the squad to challenge for a Champions League? Possibly. But don't have a squad to challenge for a league title. Not in my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what obviously happens. John, you're going to have to go.
Yeah, man, they should off here, so I've got kids for school tomorrow and whatnot, so I need to head to my bed and crank my head down for a couple of hours.
Yeah, get to bed, definitely. But thank you very much for jumping on again.
No, always, mate. Thank you very much for having me on. Really appreciate it. And everyone, please do like, share this stream. Subscribe to Doug's channel. He's an outstanding channel, an outstanding person.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.
I got respect.
Yeah.
Cheers. Elevator and Escalator fan has said Caleta Carr is signed for Southampton.
Yeah, that is confirmed now by Southampton. That deal has now been completed. So he has joined Marseille on deadline, joined for Marseille on deadline day. This is what Southampton needed. They needed another defender because Benadat was going to go, and they finally got him. They were linked with LaCroix from Wolfsburg, but that didn't go through. So who's another big player that is the future as well. I've just got news from David Ornstein and Phil Hay. So Leeds did exploit a late deal for Bertrand Diaz, but they were put off by the Batley Rose valuation between 15 and 20 million pounds. Leeds were willing not to pay for that.
Jeez. There's a bit of saying that, yeah, you can basically get that valuation, but that's way too much, especially for a championship striker. And Connor has said, finally, the window is closed. Yes, and some of the big names that obviously remained as well. Youri Tielemans remained at Leicester, so he remains at Leicester until January. So I don't know if they're actually risking. I don't know if they're actually risking letting him run down his contract. Cristiano Ronaldo has remained at Manchester United, which I think everyone kind of expected as well. Liverpool have actually got Naby Keita left. They've got Nat Phillips left. Ox is still at the club as well, but obviously couldn't get him off the wage bill anyway because he's been injured anyway. I'm thinking of anybody else. Douglas Luiz stayed at Aston Villa. Caicedo's at Brighton. So, but it's been a very, very good window. And I suppose for Leeds, I mean, you have obviously lost like Rafinha, you've obviously lost Calvin Phillips, but I think you've made some very, very shrewd signings, and Sinistra and Aronson, obviously Tyler Adams as well. Yeah. Are you happy with Leeds' transfer business? Obviously, if you can get this one done late on as well.
Yeah, I'm happy with the transfer business in a way, even though I bet today it kind of really got screwed. Let's see if we can get and go to who's been linked with us. I think Justin Matt said he was not ready enough in the Premier League, but looking at his record, actually, he's a really good Italian player. He's going to be really good future. Hoping to turn to Mario Balotelli, I really do, but I think we've done quite well to get what we needed to get, especially we did need someone like Alisson and Lewis Caicedo, because they both can provide the goals. I think Lewis can subscribe to the house. I think he scored 21 goals so far in all last season, and scoring his first goal on Tuesday night against Everton. It just shows why I think Marsh favoured him than Dan James to get on, because Dan James is just like a cat, isn't finishing the final third, and that's what the struggle's why. So, but yeah, time will tell. But I think Lewis will get more games now. He'll get more fitness in the next couple of weeks, and we'll see how it goes from there. So that's the thing. That's the question we have. So with Wilfred Gonto, he's got 4 caps for Italy. He scored 1 goal he scored his debut goal actually his international career. He was the youngest goal scorer for Italy. He scored it in the 5-2 loss to Germany back in June. So He scored 8 goals in the Swiss League last season. 10 goals in all competitions. So, excuse me. So, yeah, but he's like I say, he's still got a lot to learn. Anyway, he's only 18. He's not going to 19 till November. But
some news for Chelsea fans: Michy Batshuayi's move to Nottingham Forest is off.
Wow.
So he will remain a Chelsea player for the time being. Wow. Yeah. He just can't get a move.
No, he can't. I really don't know why he can't get a move. Excuse me. I think deep down, I think either they terminate his contract now, because this is the only way Chelsea will have to do it if he's not going to get a squad number.
Right, yeah, definitely. So Liverpool transfer window was obviously Darwin Núñez, Fabio Carvalho, Calvin Ramsey, and Arthur Melo, and then obviously Neco Williams, Sadio Mane, Takumi Ben Davis has honestly, yeah, it's very, very interesting. Anyway, I'm just trying to see if there's any more news. It's been very quiet at Livingston today. Nothing's happened. Don't think anyone's gone out. Let me just see actually. No, nothing's happened. I mean, there was a wee sort of murmur about Greg Kiltie potentially from St Mirren, but nothing major anyway. But
yeah, I think I'm going to say for Leeds, we've gone from Gakpo to Wang to Diaz, and now going to the. It's just this is what the poll was a couple of days ago when Leeds did say we were not going to sign any players when Angus came in. The problem was, I don't think Rosani wanted to put his money invested. It was either he was going to have to put his own money in there, or excuse me, the 49ers have to come in and put a bit more investment to get the one more player that we needed. So, yeah, I think this is where Rosani is likely he's going to be going by next. If he goes by next season, the 49ers will buy the club altogether, the enterprises, so it will be taking over the club altogether. So,
yeah, definitely. But I think I'm going to leave it there because it is getting a little bit late. But Carl, thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, you're welcome as always, mate. Really done good to have the last hour with you, with Nathan and John as well. So,
yeah, definitely. And I think we basically wait and see. Obviously, Aubameyang's not done. I would imagine Billy Gilmore will get done as well. Yeah. But and obviously, guys in the comments, thank you very much for watching as well. I'll be taking a wee break tomorrow. Let me just say that. I'll be taking a wee break tomorrow. But thank you very much for watching. And the window is closed for another summer. So there we go indeed. We do it all over again in January. Good night. See you later. Bye-bye.